Wow, what a day I had with Jade and Jill from Metabolic Effect yesterday. It was absolutely amazing, and just so much information that I want to share with you, and it's where to start. So I'm going to just start with something really simple, because there was a lot of information being shared yesterday that I was really pleased is kind of backing up the information that I'm already sharing with you guys. And in particular, Jade was particularly excited about sharing a lot of the research that's been done into your gut biome, and so your gut flora, and the research they're doing with probiotics. And one of the things he said is we should be taking a probiotic anyway. So there you go, girls. Those of you that haven't been doing so, or took it whilst you're on the detox and then decided to stop it, please, 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 let's carry on and start taking those probiotics again. And one of the main reasons being is Jade has a law of metabolic efficiency. And what he basically said is we're looking to make the body inefficient, because that way we're going to generate more heat through movement, and also we just want to create inefficiencies in the body. So like a racing car that uses, jet fuel, if you put that in your own little car, you'd burn it all up, but you wouldn't be using it efficiently. And that's what we want to do in our body, is create more heat. So we want to create these inefficiencies, and having probiotics and creating good gut flora will actually help us to do that. So that's another great reason for doing it. And one of the other reasons for using probiotics is, his words was, they're like the kid that comes, or you go out for a meal and someone's stealing potatoes, chips from your plate. So the good bacteria will actually steal and use calories that you've consumed. So that's another good thing that we want to be doing. And in case some of you are thinking, Mary, why are you talking about calories? The thing to remember is calories are important. At the end of the day, we are looking to create a calorie deficit. The way we want to do that, though, is by eating the right foods and moving in the right way, rather than forcing it through just counting a number and treating the body like a calculator, when in fact it's really a thermostat continually adapting to what's going on. So I just wanted to make sure that we're getting the message about probiotics. And also what was very interesting is some of the research has shown that slim people, or skinny people, or fitter, healthier people have much more good gut bacteria than obese people, and also have very different strains as well to obese people. So again, there's a lot of research heading the way of helping to get people's gut flora back to a great place, so that the body can do its job properly, and therefore that's going to help with some of the obesity epidemic. And if we think about some of the things that cause us to have poor gut flora, so dairy, alcohol, sugar, processed foods, prolonged use of antibiotics or painkillers, and then it's no wonder if we think about people that are obese and we look at their diets, processed food, stress, all those kinds of things, lack of movement, why they would have poor gut flora, because unfortunately the bad bacteria can thrive in that, and the good can't. So again, we're ahead of the game, gang, so let's stay ahead of the game and get using those probiotics. Now, as well as taking a probiotic, and as you know, I use the Juice Master one, simply because, I'm a Juice Master therapist. I trained with them. I also recommend the Dr. Udos one. But again, as with anything I ever share with you guys, do your own research and choose the best one for you. Now, the other thing that I've shared with you recently is remembering that we need to have good prebiotics as well as probiotics to create the right environment for those probiotics, for the good bacteria to grow. And in particular, onions, garlic and ginger create a really good environment. So they kind of are the staples for me when I'm cooking. It's always with some sauteed onions, some sauteed garlic, some sauteed ginger. As you know, I love my ginger shot first thing in the morning, so my apple and ginger is what I take my probiotic down with as well. Obviously as well, you can use a probiotic yogurt. So some of you might be thinking, oh, we can have yogurt. Well, obviously post detox, you definitely can. But again, it's one of those things, try it. I know I definitely, dairy's a big no for me. The other thing for you foodies out there is that fermented food is an excellent source of probiotics. So anyone that fancies having a go at making their own sauerkraut and letting us all taste and share it, rock on, and let's get going with that. Again, you know, apple cider vinegar, those kinds of things, they're all great for creating the right environment. But again, you start slowly. So it was interesting. I was doing a bit of research this morning. You know, on the Juice Master website, he talks about one probiotic week 1, 2 week 2, 3 week 3, building up to, if you need it, week by week 6, taking 6 a day and staying there for 6 months. This is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We're not in a quick fix situation when we're trying to get our body well, when we're trying to re-establish good homeostasis, trying to get the body's metabolism, the whole system back working. We can't do it in 28 days. The 28 days is a kickstart. Then the hard work comes in, you know, that being your own detective, working out what works for you, and being consistent with some of the tools of the trade, some of the tricks of the trade that we share. So, you know, again, if you just stop doing things because you've got to the end of the 28 days, then let's get back on board and let's reintroduce some of these good things that our body needs to get us well. I mean, the other interesting thing he shared as well is that some people, they've started doing research into fecal transplants. Now, obviously, I'm not recommending that, but you know how obsessed I am about poop. But they found that, again, some people with certain diseases, and particularly Crohn's disease, where they've transferred healthy bacteria from someone else with healthy body poop into somebody who's not well and allowed that bacteria to grow, that person's actually got well. So, you know, let's never underestimate the power of the poop. And so that's another good thing. And one other key point, I've shared with this with you before, but let's just reiterate it. As we know, a lot of women have to deal with thyroid problems, and one of the main reasons being is for those of us that find ourselves in estrogen dominance, and we'll do a different vlog on that on another day, but most of us have, you know, our estrogen dominant, again because of the foods we eat and the lifestyles we have. Then excess estrogen acts as a blocker on the thyroid, and 20% of your T4 is converted to available T3 in the gut. So guess what you need? You need a good environment for that conversion to happen. So again, if you've got poor gut flora, you are missing out on 20%. That's a fifth of your potential thyroid conversion. And as we know, you know, the thyroid is so key to being well. So again, another great reason for getting your probiotics on. So fresh raw plant food helps as well. So lots of great ways to do it. But if you need that helping hand, then I hope today I've convinced you that it's time to stay ahead of the game, because we certainly are at Kickstart Fat Loss LE11, LE12, and get your probiotics ordered now. Stay fabulous. Look forward to sharing the next snippet of information with you.